This is a walkthrough on how to solve using the quadratic formula. So you start with, for example, x squared plus 4x minus 5 equals 0. This is your expression. So you have this. Then what you want to do is you must know the quadratic formula. If you don't know it, it is x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So this is a quadratic formula, and this is what you have. So and then the formula for this is a ax squared plus bx plus c. So you need to know these. Today we're mostly looking at the quadratic formula. So you have this. So basically you're gonna plug in the numbers. So go arrow. So x equals, so this is a, this is a, this is b, this is c. So and they correspond with this. So this x would be a, and since there's nothing and there isn't a number in front of it, it would be 1, because a variable cannot be on its own. And then this would be a b, and this would be c. So the negative b would be negative 4. So equals negative 4 plus or minus. You have to use this because you don't know which one it is. And then square root of, again, this is b as well, but it's not negative, so you would put a positive 4 squared like this, and then you would, this also, and then this is minus 4, so a lot of 4s in this. 4, and then this is a and c, so let's focus on a first. A would be here, like I said earlier. Since there is not a number in front of it, it would just be 1. So you would just put a 1 in parentheses, and then c would be negative 5, corresponding to the equation. So you put this here, negative 5, like this. So then again over 2, but a this time is 1, so right here, like this. So in the end you have x equals negative 4 plus or minus square root of 4 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 5 over 2 times 1. This is what you have. Then, now to solving it. So what you want to do first is work out what's inside here and this. So x equals negative 4 plus or minus square root. So 4 squared would be 16, so we put in 16. You have that. Then you have negative 4 times 1 times negative 5. So you would just put, you could put it either way, but you could put it plus 20, or you could do it this way, which is minus negative 20. Because remember, negative 4 times 1 is 4, or is rather negative 4, and then negative 4 times negative 5 is positive 20, but we're just going to do negative, so you can either have it as 16 plus 20 or 16 minus negative 20, like this. You can have it either way. Alright, after this, so then you have 2, and then 2 times 1 is 2, so it's just 2. So once you have this, then you would continue on to reducing it. So x equals negative 4 plus or minus, what would this be? Well, this would be positive 36, because remember the negatives cancel each other out, and then you would eventually just add it. So it would be plus or minus 36 over 2. You have this, right? Now you might think, well, if it's dividing, you should divide this first. No, well, you have to have this here. But you would divide it, right? But no, we're going to keep simplifying the square root, right? So, little arrow. Then, after this, you would just have to, just keep it. So what times what is 36? So, well, 6 times 6 is 36. So you would write x equals negative 4 plus or minus 6 over 2. So you have this. Now you have simplified it down to this small little, thing. And then after this, you can get your first x. So right here. So negative 4 plus 6, this would be 2. So then x equals 2 over 2, which basically equals to 1. So x equals 1. So that would be x equals 1. So you have your first x. Then you would, this time, instead of having negative there, you would do x equals 4 plus 6 over 2, but you would make this a negative, so like this. And then after this would equal difference. This would be x equals 10 over 2 minus. Then this would equal out to negative 5. So x equals negative 5. So in the end, you have your x's are x equals 1 and x equals negative 5. So I hope this helped in solving the quadratic formula. And yeah.